Hello guys, welcome. In this video, let us see one more video on certification questions on directory services or knowledge recap on directory services. Let's see the first question. What are the protocols that support the directory services? What are the protocols that support the directory services? So what are the protocols that supports the directory services? I hope those who watched the previous video, they have answered this question. LDAP, LDAP protocol can support, and Octa protocol can support. Auth, Auth protocol can also support this directory services. Let's see another question. Where all the company users where all the company domain users where all the company domain users domain email and password store for validating the user login the user login validating the user login in any desktop in your company in any desktop in your company. So where all the company domain users domain email and password stored for validation the users login in your company where all your company users email credentials stored to validate while sign in with your desktops in your company. Where the secret server, what is the server name? Active Directory. Where Active Directory. We can also call it as what? Domain controller. Domain controller. Okay, let's move on with another question. What is the service in AWS? What is the service in AWS will provide this Active Directory, this Active Directory, or you can say domain controller services. So, what is the service in AWS where it will provide Active Directory or domain control services? That is directory service. What is the service name? Directory service. Okay, let's move on with another question. Where do domain, where do admin store, where do admin store all user credentials? Where do admin store all users credentials? Where do admin store all user credentials of their desktop in company, of their desktop in company to manage users login? To manage users login. The question is, where do admin store all users credentials for users, all users credentials, where the admin will store all user credentials of desktop in company to manage all users login in where? In Active Directory. In Active Directory, or you can say domain controller, right? Yeah. So let's move on with another question. Can I call this Active Directory as domain controller? Can I call this Active Directory as domain controller? The answer for this is yes. Now let's move on with another question. Can I able to provide AWS access to company mail? Can I able to provide AWS access to company mail? So I hope you answer this. Yes. By using directory services in AWS, you can able to provide IAM, that means AWS access to company mail. So I hope you answered these questions and you have a quick recap on directory services or knowledge recap on directory services finished in this video. And I hope you you have a good idea with what are the interview questions that are possible on this directory services. So thanks for watching. See you back in the next video. Until then, bye bye.